All right, we're back, and we got a special guest on the show today. It's an honor to be in your presence. Thank you so much for taking the time out to rock with the Jmack Experience Podcast, episode 30. Let them know who you beat.
What up, baby? Thank you. I appreciate the offer and being out here, and I appreciate you coming out to my spot to do the show. I'm executive chef Brian Nadeau. I own Cucina Rustica, 555 Atwood Avenue with my wife, Gina.
Fire.
Yeah, she's a beast, but that's a different podcast. We'll get into that at a different time.
Definitely. Tonight, I want to give you a round of applause, man, because not for nothing, I know it's been long overdue, and I appreciate you making the time today to have this interview.
Yeah. We've been going back and forth for a minute, man. I'm busy.
Facts. It was long overdue.
We're literally doing this podcast in the middle of us at work right now,
man.
So if you see something going on in the background, this is just real life.
This is gonna be real life, raw and uncut.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Pause. We're gonna get into the intro. We'll be right back.
Bet.
Welcome to the Jmack Experience Podcast. This show is for motivational purposes only. However, we will not be politically correct, but our goal is to inspire those who listen and watch the show. Thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to follow us at the Jmack Experience Podcast and email us if you would like to be a guest on our platform at the Jmack Experience Podcast at gmail.com. Peace.
All right, man. Once again, it's an honor to have you on the platform. Thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.
Basically, I want to start. How have you been, man? How's everything been going for you?
I'm blessed, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm at a point in my life where like everything is just like at the peak of all peaks, man. I'm just at a pinnacle in my life, man, and I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, business is good, my family's good, my wife is great, my son is an animal. Business is great. I have great friends, man, and I'm just like, living life, man. That's it.
That's awesome.
I'm living the American dream, man. Started from nothing, and from the bottom to the top, baby.
That's a fact. Now, for those the people out there who don't know who you are, basically, like, I want to go like from the very beginning. Like, how was it like growing up for you, and where are you from originally?
Originally, I grew up in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Went to school there.
Nice.
Public schools, and then at an early age, my father had me working, grinding early. When I was in the 4th grade, he ended up giving me a paper route. And I was
shout outs to him, man.
Yeah, shout out to Bob. Big Bob Nadeau. Everybody knows Bob Nadeau. Big Bob.
So you had you working early?
Yeah, so I was a little pissed off in the 4th grade. I ain't gonna lie. I came home one day and he was like, yo, we're gonna deliver these papers. I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. We ain't fucking delivering no papers. So I'm like, he's like, yeah, come on, we're gonna do this. I had like 60 papers, whatever. We'd ride around, and like the first week, everybody else is playing manhunt, on their bikes, man. I'm over here slaying papers. Yeah, and then at the end of the week, I ended up getting like $60 cash or $90 cash. I was like, what's this? He's like, this is what you get for delivering the papers. I was like, shit, I could get used to this.
Yeah.
So like that's like when I first started really hustling and grinding. Like I was in the 4th grade making a little bit of money,
right.
And then once I kept doing that, and then like I kept moving on to other things. My father ended up getting a job at this pizza spot.
Oh, nice.
And I'd be hanging around after school like 10, 11, 12 years old in the kitchen, and making pizza boxes and like helping them like portion stuff. So I was already behind the scenes. I already had an idea how the restaurant was working at a young and early age. Yeah. So at like 14, 15, I was already like prep cooking and like operating and like running stuff. I wasn't specifically on the line at like 13, 14 just because of my age.
Right.
But once 15, 16 hit, I started, making pizzas and grinders, and you get in the fryer-laters, and I started working the grill. I turned into a fucking monster when I was like 16. People know who I am. Shout out Pawtucket.
That's crazy.
Shout out Checkmate. Everybody remember Checkmate Pizza that was over there off of Broadway, John Street, and then over there on the other side near Lonsdale Ave.
So you was flipping them pies for real?
Oh yeah, I was flipping those pies for real. I ain't even playing, man.
Yo, that's awesome. So, all right, so basically you got into my next question. So that, I'm assuming that influenced you early on, like to get into culinary, right?
Yeah, well, no, not so much. So the difference between me and a lot of other chefs is like a lot of chefs would be like, I'm going to go to J-Woo, or I'm going to go to like CIA, to go to school. And like, it wasn't my dream to be a chef, not at all. This was just a job that I was doing, and it was just a means of making money. It was the only thing.
But you enjoyed doing it, right?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Because like I always had like a boss mindset, so I like being in charge, and I like the challenge. Like even now, like I come to work, like it's not that I have a problem working for somebody. I just don't want to work somewhere and hit a ceiling.
Right.
Like a lot of people will get out of school and boom, they make their $100,000 a year. I'm not trying to do that, man. I'm trying to make $100,000 a month. Like I'm trying to make power moves over here.
That's a fact. Get it.
So
So all right, from there, like you did the pizza thing, and then what was like that you said, because you just said you wanted room for growth is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. So originally what happened was I was working and I was working at this pizza place. Shout out to my man Tasso.
Shout out to Tasso.
Taught me everything business wise. His son Junior. But what happened was I had an opportunity to go to school. I didn't have any plans on going to college, so I ended up being in the TD program with a bunch of my friends.
Gotcha.
And then we went there for like 2 years, 3 years, whatever it was, and they took the funds away. So I had to drop out. Couldn't finish school.
Damn.
So I was like, what you gonna do? You're either gonna do something that you're not supposed to do, or you're gonna do the right thing. So the only right thing to do was just focus on what I was good at, and I was cooking. So my whole idea was to just get back into the game, and whatever position I got at, I'm taking the next man's spot. So like if I came in as a line cook somewhere, I'm taking the sous chef. Once I get the sous chef, I'm taking the manager, I'm taking the executive chef, whatever I had to do to get to the next level. And then I ended up.
So you always willing to learn?
I'm like a sponge. Even now, man, I'm in the gym. People think I'm listening to music. I'm listening to audio books on the treadmill, man. I'm reading. I'm doing Google. Like I said, I didn't go to school for this shit. Like I went
positive affirmations.
Yeah. So I always feel like I had to work a little harder than the next man because like I don't have those advantages that like the kids that went to school.
You don't got a silver spoon, basically.
Nah.
You never had the silver spoon treatment.
You know, my father basically put me out there. Was like, yo, you're gonna go to work. Period.
Get your ass to work.
Bring home that bread. Yeah, and you know what? It turned me into a monster. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
You know, so I'm gonna do the same thing to my son. Or, you know, that work ethic's key, man. I'm telling you, man. Hard work beats talent. Yo, talent don't always get you everywhere, man. You know what I mean?
Fact.
There's somebody out there right now that's grinding harder than me. That's going to be even on a bigger scale than me. I hope I motivate somebody else. You know, so
you definitely are, man.
Know,
Nothing, especially like out here in Rhode Island. Like, I just wanted to touch base real quick. Like, so now you were doing that for like how many years until like you got into the whole, pressure cooker series? Like how long were you grinding before you got?
Jeez, my whole life, man. That was like I did that like maybe 2 years ago. The crazy shit about it is I didn't even apply for this. Like these people hit me up, and like I was just like entertaining the phone calls and the emails, and then before you know it, I'm in Zoom meetings. I'm just entertaining this. Like they'd call, I'd respond, and they kept passing me on to the next person. And then eventually they were like, "Yo, man, you're in like the top 100." I'm like, "The top 100 what?" They're like, "The top 100 people to be on the show."
So you probably couldn't even believe it, right?
Nah. So I still wasn't even like, I wasn't even thinking I was going to be on the show. I'm not
worried
gonna lie.
about
They
it.
didn't tell us anything. They just said that they were going to pick a few people to put in a house and like, you know, it'd be like a cooking challenge, this and that. And like, I already knew what I was getting involved in. Like I said, I didn't go to school for this stuff, so I knew I was going to be in there with a bunch of shocks and stuff. But I figured I'd step out my comfort zone.
And cocky,
you know what
motherfuckers.
I mean? Yeah, it is what it is, you know. But you know, if I was 28 years old, fresh out of school, and like there was some bad motherfuckers on the show, I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to everybody on Pressure Cooker, man.
Yo, shout out to everybody.
Man, everybody. My boy Ed, that was on there. That's my man. My boy Robbie, that won. Check them out, man.
But you held your own, not for none, because I seen a lot of like the feedback.
I was
people
shook, man.
but
I ain't gonna lie. I had never been on TV before, and like once I got out there, man, I was in straight up Hollywood, LA studios. I was in Hollywood. Like it was 60, 70 people around you, cameras everywhere, and they're telling you go clean, like cook, dude. And I'm like, yo, and you're not in your kitchen, so like you're out of your zone. Yeah, man, it was intimidating, but I'm glad they did it.
Was it stage or like was it like?
Oh no, that
TV?
was 100% real.
Oh shit.
They wake you up, strap you up with the mic, put you on the floor, and whatever happens, happens.
Gotcha.
There was none of that, like, hey, talk about this, or hey, do that, or say this to so and so. Nah, it was straight up like turn and burn.
Do you wish you could have done anything differently?
Yeah, I wish I would have did everything completely differently.
Wow.
Since I did it, I would have not been nervous, because like, you know, when you're nervous, you know, you can't do things nervous. You're not thinking clearly. You're not being to your full potential. You know what I mean? Like you're not playing basketball and going into the championship and being so nervous that you can't dribble the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's basically what happened to me. So like, you know,
it's something fairly new to you, so you had to learn as you went.
Yeah, of course.
Nah, at least you keep it real, because another person would be like, nah, I don't regret nothing I did in my life.
Nah, I keep 100. They did jerk me, though. Netflix did jerk me, though.
That's what I was going to get to. Like, what did you learn about being on the show? Pretty much you got jerked, huh?
Yeah, I mean, not so much jerked. It's not so much that, but like everything on TV is not like what it seems to be. Like, so like the way conversations go, sometimes they'll chop it up, or the way they presented food. Like, you got to remember too, like when on TV and stuff, everything happens so fast. But like in real life, man, that's like 90 minutes, an hour and a half for them to go through like all them dishes, because like you put one down, you eat, they reset, they get ready to retape again, and then they do the same thing, they reset. So your food sits there for, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 minutes. That's why you don't really see like a lot of desserts, like, you know what I mean? Because your shit's going to be melted, so.
Yeah, that's a fact. Now, like, can we agree that show gave you like a little bit more? Because now we're going to get into the restaurant side of things.
Yeah.
Like, did it give you like more publicity?
Yeah. So one thing I did not think about at all was what was going to happen when I came home.
Wow.
So I was so nervous, like, because like I'm like, oh my God, I did bad, like, you know what I mean, like I didn't make it that far, like, you know, like I didn't want like I let Rhode Island down.
So you had a lot of doubts.
Oh hell yeah, I was scared when it came out, man. Then when it came out, and then all of a sudden I got this wave of support. It like blew my mind.
People were so
like, you know what I mean. Like even now when I go to the gym, people are like, yo man, you that dude. I'm like, yeah.
I'm one of them people.
Yeah, no, I know that's how we met up, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm humbled by it. Like I'm not one of these dudes like, you know what I mean. Like I'm on TV. I don't even tell anybody that stuff. Like that's just it is what it is. I'm not here for the limelight. I'm not trying to be a superstar. I'm just trying to like, you know, just create an empire and just be busy and just employ people, employ my friends, my family. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to just build.
You're doing it for the people in the community.
Much, even my son too. I'm trying to build generational wealth. You know, I'm trying to set shit up. I'm trying to set up shop.
That's dope. That's dope. So, all right. So you get back home now. I'm assuming you already had the restaurant open?
Yeah.
Before you went on the show?
Yeah.
All right. So when did, like, at what age did you decide more or less that this is something that you wanted to do for life, like cooking and getting a restaurant? Like
as soon as I walked out of college.
As soon as you walked out of college.
I walked out of college. I walked out of college. I was like, yo, I'm gonna find somebody that I can use to try to gain ranks, because in business there's always somebody that needs somebody else. There's people with money who need a chef, and there's chefs who need people with money. So you basically just gotta, you know, just show people your potential and what you're capable of doing, and go from there. That's it.
So, like, when you got out of college, I'm assuming you didn't get right into it. You didn't get a restaurant right away, right? Like,
but I had a job the same day.
All right, you was working.
I had a job. I you know what I mean? Like, I've never burnt any bridges, and everywhere I work, I leave on good causes.
Got you.
So I ended up working with this dude, Tommy, Tomitis.
Shout outs to Tommy.
Shout outs to Tasso's. Out that was in Johnson. It was like a diner in New York system.
That's fine.
Wieners and burgers and, you know, short order
right?
shit. Yeah. So we just started doing that, and then, like, you know, I just got to a point where like I had to do something else. It just wasn't going where I wanted it to go.
Right.
And then I was hopping around. I went to the casino for a little bit. Then I worked at this place in Narragansett for North Kingstown for a while.
Oh, you was bouncing around for real?
Called the Fishmonger. Yeah, year and a half here, there, just learning shit.
Yeah.
And then I ended up going to Oceanside. My wife had it, owned it with her partner at the time.
Nice.
And then we were working there, and then like me and her ended up, you know, being together.
Vibing.
And then we had that spot, and then we opened up this one, and then we just been running with this one ever since.
Oh, that's fine. So you ended up leaving the spot doesn't exist.
I had the other one. I had both of them at once for like about a year and a half.
It must be overwhelming though to have
nuts.
two joints, right?
Because
just one is crazy.
It's nuts.
Now I know how it is, man. The whole, like, people don't know. That's why I'm asking these questions. Like whoever's watching, but so like the whole process on doing the restaurant. So now, what kind of style of cooking or like cuisine do you consider yourself? Like, restaurant, what does it bring to the table?
It's definitely Rhode Island based, like seafood forward.
Gotcha.
I like comfort food. I obviously Italian. I'm a strong. My strong suit is definitely Italian seafood.
Gotcha.
So like fresh pasta, we make it every day. Anything coming off of like the saute, like the frutti di mare, the fra diablos, the linguine and clams. You know, all your classic dishes, your sole franchise, chicken franchise, veal picadas, all that stuff. That's pretty much our strong points over here. So
now we can't forget. Let's talk about this bomb chicken palm. Like,
is
that your favorite dish? I'm assuming.
So, a quick story about that. So me and my wife own Cucina Rustica, and then COVID hit a few years ago, and I seen a podcast about this guy out in California. I forgot who it was.
Right.
Shout outs to him, man. He motivated me out there in San Fran. He had this pizza spot, and he was struggling to hit his money every month like I was.
Right.
So his friend said to him in the garage one time, they were like smoking weed or drinking. They were like, "Yo, man, why don't you do like a different Grubhub?" He's like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Yo, why don't you just sell chicken wings?" And he was like, that's not a bad idea. So the dude had the pizza spot. He had his Grubhub pizza spot. Then he opened up another entity. I forgot what it was. Say it was called Joe's Chicken Wings.
Right. Like something behind the scenes, right?
Yes.
All right.
2 companies, 1 restaurant. One's pizza and subs and stuff. The next one's chicken wings.
Just delivery, though.
Yo, yeah.
Right.
Grubhub. Boom. He's like, fuck it. Why don't I sell tacos? Opens up Joe's Tacos. Boom.
Right.
Opens up fucking something else. Anyway, he opened up like 6 Grubhub restaurants out of his 1 restaurant, just utilizing all of the elements that he has in his restaurant.
Right.
So
that's fire.
Yeah, so he looked at it like, yo, think about it. He was like, yo, if you go on Grubhub and you want tacos, what you gonna do? You're gonna buy a taco from me. He's like, what if you want chicken wings? You're gonna get chicken wings from me. And I was like, yo, this dude's a fucking genius.
Like a little bit of everything.
Yo,
So
he created his own competition. So I'm like,
Okay.
damn. I'm like, yo, what the fuck can I do in my restaurant? I'm like, what does everybody love? And me and my wife were talking. We were like chicken palm.
Facts.
My wife's a genius. She's like, yo, babe, shit. What if we design a restaurant and like just put all these different sauces on the chicken palm? I was like, holy shit.
You
Boom.
straight ran with that.
Ran with it. Oh yeah. So then I was like, that shit sounds bomb. Then I just kept saying bomb, and I was like, yo, bomb chicken palm. Then I was like, yo, bombchickenpalm.com. I was like, yo, that shit's crazy.
Fire.
So we ended up doing it, and that's a whole nother stream of revenue that I got coming in, and we're just doing that now. And I'm just
that's just for delivery, right? Sorry to
no, that's open for lunch. So by the way, I'm open every day. 11:30 to close, except Mondays and Tuesdays. The bomb chicken palm is a 3-course meal. It's a salad, chicken palm, with any kind of sauce you want. You can get whatever you want. It could be, like an Alfredo sauce. Could be like bacon, mushrooms, and cream. Could be a bolognese. You could get your classic. You can get a pesto, whatever it is.
Oh, the bolognese is fire.
So you get the salad, the chicken, and I make all the pasta fresh every day. So you get,
good.
And you get 2 fresh pipe cannolis, $20. You get that every day for lunch, or
you can't beat that. You're getting a full course meal with everything included. Come on, that's a steal.
I was trying to create something that like everybody. You can't even go to McDonald's, man. The fucking Big Macs are $18 meals. Like you might as well just come here and get a 3-course meal.
Bro, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? So you can get that every day for lunch, and then you can get it for pickups. I don't do it for dinner just because I'm too busy with the regular restaurant.
Gotcha.
So I kind of just funnel that in for lunch and.
Now,
and
do you do private like events like that?
Everything.
Someone wants to hire you like for you to do their event catering. You do it too?
I have this dining room. Then I also have a main banquet facility over there, and I have another small room over there. So I could do anything from, 3 parties at once. One in this room, one in that room, one in that room. I've done 150 people in there and 100 people in here. I do everything from weddings to baby showers to bereavements to office corporate parties, private dining experiences. Some places won't take like 20 tops. Yo, you got a birthday or something. They don't want to take you. Call me. I got you. Don't worry about it. 15 people line you up. Don't even worry about it. No room fees. I got you.
Not for nothing, man. What I noticed too, because you're like a true like boss. Because like I seen like behind the scenes, like you was literally sweeping and shit like that. Like sometimes you see people who own like establishments, they're like too good to do any of that shit. Like
nah.
I that's that's something that goes a long way with you. You know what I mean? Like that's dope.
I don't consider myself like a boss. I'm more of a leader.
Yeah,
if you want to say
that's
that.
fire, man.
I don't, the boss shit's played out. You want to be a boss, go be a boss somewhere else. I'm not here to boss people around. I'm here to build, and that's it. And like the difference between a boss and a leader is, a lot of people will respect the leader and they'll follow you. They're not following the boss. They're just probably just trying to get the paycheck.
Yeah.
Like my guys, they work with me, man. Like I work the line. We sweep. We do all that.
That's
we do all that stuff. So.
Yeah. So now I know this year's been like kind of rough for a lot of people. The economy's kind of down. Like how has it been for you so far?
And when people talk about the economy being bad, this and that, I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
I like that.
I'm gonna tell you why. For a lot of restaurants, no disrespect to any restaurants out there, everybody's got problems. I got problems. You just saw me over there. I got leaks here.
Yeah.
You're doing all these crazy things. Food's up and this and that. But, when people say the economy's bad, I think that's bullshit. Because people are still going out to eat. People are still doing stuff. They're still buying stuff. So if someone's not coming to your restaurant and you're blaming it on the economy, you need to scratch that. You need to just fucking fix it. You're doing something wrong.
You're doing something wrong.
You're doing something wrong. Because to me, the economy's bumping. I don't know. These people watch TV and say the economy's down. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
My restaurant's full. The guy down the street's full. People eat. You go out to eat. You're telling me right now you don't go out to eat?
That's true. Right now.
You don't go out to eat?
That's
what
the
are you
new
talking
thing.
about?
Everybody likes to go out to eat.
The fuck are you talking about? Nobody cooks at home no more, man. Nobody cooks at home. I got people that come in here 4 or 5 days a week. No bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's cheaper to eat out.
Yeah, it really is.
You know what I mean?
And then you save time too. Remember, time is money. Like sometimes you cook, it takes like an hour and a half to make a.
Don't get me wrong. You want to cook for your family and stuff like that. I cook for my son every day, making French toast. He eats healthy. The kid won't eat sweets. He doesn't eat cookies. I give it to him. He don't eat them. This kid wants chicken franchise and bolognese.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not even kidding. He loves his mother's baked chicken. Kid won't eat a grilled cheese. Dude, it blows my mind.
He likes the good stuff.
Dude, I'll take him. We go out to eat.
Taste.
I take him to every restaurant. We go on planes, trains, automobiles. We've been in different countries. Yo, this kid, he won't eat nothing sweet. I don't get it.
Yeah. That's a good thing though. When he grows up, he's not gonna be eating none of that bullshit. That artificial McDonald's.
So great. Well, that's what I'm scared of. Once he gets a taste of it, he might switch right up like, holy shit, what is this?
Well, at least he's eating healthy.
Yeah.
Now, what's next for Chef Brian, man? Like, what do you got going on? I know you mentioned before the menu. You got a ghost kitchen, you said, right?
Yeah.
So what's up with that?
So like I said, that's every day. I'm just building that right now. I'm really just focused on cucina right now. I'm about to open up outside. I'm gonna have some alfresco dining coming soon. Probably like another week or two. I don't know when this will air, but come July, like the second week of July, we'll be able to go outside. I'm really just focusing on this. I'm really busy in here as far as functions, and because honestly, in this business, the help's a dying breed. like before COVID, we were flooded with cooks and chefs and people that wanted all these crazy opportunities. Now, like, every single restaurant is struggling for help. Dishwashers, busboys, chefs, cooks. It's tough. So I'm gonna milk this right now for what it is, and if I can create myself a nice little team, I'll start working on other stuff. Me and my wife have other ideas to open up stuff, whether it's a little bar or whether it's a different concept. And we had a breakfast restaurant that we had. Shout outs to Hash. It's in Coventry. Small little spot in Coventry. It's really dope. I created this concept with all these little hash skillets.
Breakfast is where it's at, but it's rough doing breakfast.
You gotta have big turnaround. It's fast. It's fast. It's cheap.
What's funny?
Fast and cheap.
Like, a couple of my peoples came down from the city and they're like, yo, how is all these spots closed by 2:00? Like, you know what I mean? Like, in the city, we're not used to that. Everything's open all day. They're like, 2:00, people off of work? What the fuck is going on?
It's different up here.
Like, business must be good. Fucking 6-hour shift? That's crazy. But, so are you adding any special, like, any new specials to your menu, or are you just going to keep it the way it is?
No, I keep it seasonal. We switch it up.
Okay.
Every day we do different specials and stuff like that. Like, every morning I'll go online and see, like, my seafood provider, what's the prices on, like, different stuff like swordfish. And
got you. So you do like a weekly special and stuff like that?
I do daily specials.
Oh, daily.
Every day.
Oh,
So
that's
I run fillets. We were doing surf and turf yesterday. We do fish and chips. I started doing that because of my seafood restaurant. Like, everybody wanted that, so I was kind of forced into doing fish and chips. Fucking crack, by the way. I got the best fish and chips in the state.
Yo, bottom line, y'all gotta come down and eat
I got the best fish and chips in the state.
Facts. You gotta come down to
hit me up,
Rustica, and get your food, man.
Chef B Nadeau 401 on IG. You got a spot with better fish and chips? Let me know, man. I'll pay for you to come challenge it. I'll buy
that's
you.
a bet. You just heard an exclusive on the Jmack Experience podcast. Now we're gonna get into album of the week real quick.
Album of the week on the Jmack Experience podcast.
Album of the week this week is Free Show by G-Eazy. Movie of the week
on the Jmack Experience podcast.
Bad Boys Ride or Die. Make sure y'all go check that out. You watched that movie yet?
Nah, I ain't see it yet.
It's pretty good, bro. Check it out when you get a chance.
I ain't listened to G-Eazy yet neither, but I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope.
I like that cat. He got some bangers. I ain't gonna lie. He's smooth too. I like him. I'm a big hip hop fan.
Oh, you love hip hop?
Yeah, I'm a big hip hop fan.
That's dope. Now, where can we follow you at once again?
So my IG is Chef B Nado 401, and on Instagram. I don't really mess around with like the TikToks and shit like that. I'm too busy for that.
Got you. You gotta get on the TikTok wave.
I know.
Just do like little shorts and shit like that.
I might just hire you. You're gonna be my TikTok guy. I'm gonna pay you every month. You just do my TikToks.
Now, can we agree that all the experiences that you went through got you to where you are today?
Yeah, 100%.
That's a fact. Any advice for those out there who may be experiencing the same situations that you went through?
Yeah.
Or are going through now?
You know what? It's like I tell people. It's not about your success. It's about your failure. So what I mean by that is like there was a lot of times where like I thought I'd have to close, or I thought I was gonna fail, and then like you gotta really just forget about it, get up and do it again.
Word.
I've made every mistake in this business. Every mistake. Like there's not anything I never did.
Well, part of the process is failing, right?
Yeah. It's like people see these people that are successful and like, oh my God, he's lucky. Like, look what he did. Like, you have no idea how many times Einstein failed at whatever he's doing.
Facts.
Or your boy from Tesla. You don't know how many times these people went bankrupt or like lost their businesses, or like for instance, like I was struggling at one point when I opened up the restaurant. I couldn't even buy myself a coffee when I come into work. I was worried about paying the bills.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like so, but like I'm a true hustler, so like I'm all in. Like whatever, man, I'll figure it the fuck out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like even now, like if I open, I'm all in, man. Because I believe it's gonna work.
Yeah,
if you believe it's gonna work, man, then there's no stopping you. Don't listen to your mother. Don't listen to your father. Don't listen to your wife or your husband. If you have a fucking dream, go fucking do it. But you gotta be obsessed with it, man. And that's what it was. I'm obsessed with it. Like I didn't sleep at night. That's why I tell you, man. Like I read books. I figure out how I talk to people better. I figure out how to market better. I figure out, I try to stay away from like all the foods that are trending because they're kind of gimmicky and like it's whack. Like
you want to do your own thing.
Yeah. I try stuff if there's a demand for stuff, but some stuff is just like that shit's whack. Like
everyone's doing it. If everyone's doing it, it's not gonna make it different.
I tell people, man, I'm not trying to be the 10th restaurant doing something. I'm trying to be the first.
That's a fact.
And what I'm doing is not that difficult. I'm just doing the common uncommonly well. And once you understand that, then you understand that. There's too many people that are trying to take something and put their own twist on it that's way off the radar, and it's just like, dude, you don't even need to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like keep your shit simple, fresh. And that's it, man.
And organic.
That's it, bro. Yeah,
People love organic.
Yeah, it is.
We're in that era.
You're gonna pay a little more money.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
But it's worth it. Yeah.
Now, because I cannot leave without asking you these last two questions that I got. Would you consider being on another TV like special?
I already turned 2 down. Hold on a second. Come here. This is Bob.
Special guest.
This is Bob.
Bob,
over here. Stand over here. Come over here. On this side.
Right here.
This is my dad. You guys thought
Nice to meet you.
you guys thought I was fucking bullshitting you. This is my dad. He still be working. He's in the kitchen right now helping
That's
me out.
crazy. Look
like
at that.
Real talk.
Now he was saying that you're the one that got him started.
Yep.
With everything, made him get out there and
When he
work.
was a kid, he used to do paper routes.
Get your
What I
ass to
told you.
work.
What I tell you.
Then he went into restaurants.
What I tell you. Thought I was bullshitting.
Ways.
This is some real shit.
Yeah.
I had him every way.
Hey,
All right,
Bob,
thanks,
we
man.
appreciate
Thanks,
you,
Bob. Thanks, Dad.
Saved his
Seriously.
money, worked hard.
That's
This
it.
is what he's doing now.
Yep.
Look at that. So for those of you out there, and this is the whole goal of the show, is basically to influence those out there who may be considering doing what you're doing. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that right there
Just do it.
is showing them that this is real. You
Just
know,
do
it's
it.
It's not fabricated.
Just do it. And I love helping people out, man. If there's like a young kid out there and he needs like advice, he wants to come and stash, come work for free. He needs some pointers, like he wants to open something up, or like, he wants to do a catering business, man. Come see me, man. I'll give you all the knowledge you need, man.
That's fine, man.
I'm
I
not one of
appreciate
these
that.
guys, man. Like, I'll show you how to make everything on my menu, because I'm the type of dude, I'll rip my menu up today and have a brand new one. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean?
You know
Like,
where you heard it first. Now, any
Yeah.
advice out there for those who maybe who want to like some guidance, or pretty much like to get them through the times and stuff like that?
you got to save your money, man. Don't waste your money on dumb shit. Stop vaping. Stop Grubhubbing. Stop eating out, man. Like, you really just got to come up with a format where you just got to create yourself a goal and just knock these little steps off. And if money's a situation, then you got to cut these luxuries out of your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Downsize.
I see people that want that people that talk to me about doing stuff, and then they can't do it because they're XYZ. But then I see them going out buying the Yeezys and buying the Jordans and going to the clubs and
Going to the concerts for $1,000 ticket.
You ain't never gonna get to where you need to be if you can't.
You gotta invest in yourself.
Stop living outside of your means, bro.
Yeah, that's
like
fire.
you know what I mean.
That was the
Like,
best thing you said today.
yo, for real, man. Like people want to save their money and go get a chain or a watch just to be
Just
cool.
stuff for the gram.
And like, dude, you ain't even like you don't even own a house or nothing, bro.
Yeah,
like, get
that's
your
crazy.
shit together.
That's the best advice. Any last words or special shout outs that you would like to mention?
Nah. Shout out to you.
Yo, man, I appreciate you,
I
brother.
appreciate.
Once again, it's an
This dude been hunting me down.
Yo, bro, I've been harassing
This
this
dude been harassing me for months, man.
But I got it done.
Yo,
We
we got it
that's how
done.
you
Yo,
gotta be
this is my
persistent.
point. Consistent. Stay consistent no matter what.
Facts,
I shot him down like 11 times, man.
Yeah,
But
man,
we
he was
here
playing.
now. Yo.
I caught him at the gym. I said,
Yeah.
yo, what happened,
Yeah,
man?
yeah,
He's
he
like,
caught
what?
me.
This guy just popped up.
Yo, yeah. Like, damn, this dude following me around,
this
man.
is
Saw my
awesome.
truck outside, hopped up in the gym. Like,
appreciate
there he
it.
is.
Appreciate
There he is.
it. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you
Yeah.
so much once again. Where can they follow you at one last time?
Yep. So my restaurant is in Cranston. It's called Cucina Rustica. It's at 555 Atwood Avenue, Cranston. You can follow me on Instagram, Chef BNADO 401 on Instagram.
You already know, man. We signing out episode 30. Chef Brian, you know what it is.
Peace.
Thanks for coming on the Jmack Experience Podcast. Be sure to come on for another episode every single week. Until next time, peace.